the roar that shook the valley. The sun hung low over the vast golden plains of Kumbara Reserve, painting the land in warm colors of amber and deep bronze. It was a peaceful afternoon, one of those rare moments when the savannah felt like it had paused to breathe. Birds glided lazily in the sky, herds of buffalo grazed in distant clusters, and the tall grass swayed gently with the wind. But that peace shattered in an instant. A roar burst across the open land, deep, pained, and unlike anything the reserve staff had heard before. Rangers at Outpost 3 stopped in their tracks. Birds scattered into the sky. The ground itself seemed to tremble. "Did you hear that?" Ranger Malik asked, grabbing his binoculars. "That wasn't normal," Ranger Elena replied, her voice tightening. "Something's wrong." Their radios crackled before either of them could speak again. "All outposts, we have a distress alert from the northern sector. Possible injured predator. Sound resembles a lion." Malik exchanged a grim look with Elena. A second roar echoed, this one weaker, but full of agony. Whatever was happening, it wasn't ordinary. Something, or someone, needed help. And fast. The swarm awakens. Earlier that morning, deep within the dense thorn bushes of the Northern Territory, a lion known as Rakuru, a massive, battle-scarred, golden-maned male, was patrolling his land. He was feared, respected, and admired. The king of this region. But today, the king made a fatal mistake. Not far from his usual patrol route lay an abandoned log. Beneath that log, hidden from view inside a hollow pit, rested a hive, one belonging not to normal bees, but to the highly aggressive, poisonous Canberra-spiked bees. Their venom caused severe muscle paralysis, organ swelling, and, in large doses, death. Rakuru sniffed the air curiously. A strange scent caught his attention. Instinct pulled him forward. He pawed the log. Crack. The hive exploded open. A dark cloud burst out like smoke, except it buzzed. The swarm attacked instantly, thousands of poisonous bees forming a deadly black storm around him. Rakuru roared and thrashed, but they stung him relentlessly. Eyes, nose, neck, body. His golden mane shook violently with each furious sting. He tried to run. He couldn't. His muscles were weakening, his vision blurring, his breath shortening. He collapsed near a dry riverbed, still being swarmed. The king of the savannah was falling, and no one knew. Not yet. The emergency call. Back at the reserve headquarters, an alarm rang through every room. Chief Rescuer Zara Khan, a woman known for her fearless expertise with big cats, sprang from her seat. "What do we know?" she demanded as she marched into the control room. "Unconfirmed, but the call came from drone surveillance," Technician Ravi explained. "There's unusual movement in Sector North 12. Dust clouds. Something big is down." A drone screen flickered to life. The team froze. On the monitor lay Rakuru, the legendary lion, convulsing weakly in the dirt, surrounded by the dark cloud of venomous bees still attacking him. "Oh my God," someone whispered. Zara clenched her jaw. "Get the rescue truck ready now. Suits, repellents, shields, tranquilizer kits, everything." "But those are the spiked bees," Ravi said nervously. "They're venom." "I know exactly what they are," Zara interrupted. "And we are going to save that lion before he dies." Her team hesitated only a second. Then everyone ran. The rescue mission had begun. Racing against venom. The rescue truck roared across the reserve at top speed. Dust billowed behind it as Zara's team prepared themselves. Thick protective suits were tightened. Helmets sealed. Beer repellent canisters armed. No one spoke. They all knew how dangerous these poisonous bees were. Last year, they killed 2 buffalo and nearly blinded a ranger. If they could bring down a buffalo, a lion was in mortal danger. Venom spreads fast, Medic Talia reminded the team. If Rakuru has more than 100 stings, he'll go into full organ collapse. "And these bees sting in thousands," Zara said. "We don't have much time." As the truck sped forward, another roar echoed through the wind, weak, fading. "Hurry!" Zara shouted. The team pushed the accelerator even harder. The scene of chaos. When they finally reached the dry riverbed, everyone froze for a heartbeat. The scene was worse than they expected. Rakuru lay barely breathing, his mighty chest rising and falling in short, painful bursts. His eyes were swollen shut. His mane was alive with stinging bees. His entire body twitched as venom spread through his muscles. The swarm had grown larger, angrier. Thousands circled him like a deadly cloud. "Poor guy," Talia whispered. No time for sympathy, Zara said. Positions. Shields up. The team formed a semicircle around the lion, raising large transparent shields coated with bee-repelling spray. The swarm reacted instantly. The bees surged toward the rescuers. Thip, thip, thip. They slammed into the shields aggressively. Activate smoke units. Zara ordered. 2 rescuers ignited thick white smoke bombs specially designed to scatter dangerous bee species. Slowly, painfully, the swarm thinned. Not dispersed fully, but weakened. Move in. Zara commanded. They approached the lion. The king trembled weakly, venom draining the life out of him. We've got you, Zara whispered under her breath. Hold on. The struggle to save a king. Working fast, Talia kneeled beside the lion, injecting an emergency antivenom cocktail specifically formulated for high-toxin insect swarms. Heart rate dropping, she said urgently. Bee cloud returning. Malik warned. We don't have long. Zara grabbed a repellent sprayer and stood guard. Keep working. I'll hold them back. The swarm reformed, angrier than before. They dived at her. She fought them off with precision, blasting repellent bursts into the air. Talia injected a second dose. Still weak, she said. We need to move him to the mobile clinic. Zara shouted, Get the transport stretcher. The team rushed. The bees charged. Everyone moved faster. Rakuru's life hung by a thread. The fierce retreat. Getting a 500-pound lion onto a heavy stretcher while surrounded by a poisonous bee cloud was nearly impossible, but they managed. Malik and 2 other rescuers lifted the lion. Go! 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 Zara yelled as the swarm surged again. Bees covered their shields, their suits, even the stretcher handles. Talia sprinted ahead to the truck, opening the rear medical bay. The team rushed Rakuru inside. Zara dove in last, slamming the doors shut as hundreds of bees smashed against the metal. The engine roared. They sped away. Inside, the lion lay motionless. Come on, King, Zara whispered. Fight. Chapter 8. Battle inside the mobile clinic. Talia worked rapidly. Oxygen mask secured, feline inserted, venom extraction injections applied to the swelling muscles. The lion twitched violently. That means he's responding, she announced. Suddenly, a sharp alarm beeped. Heart rate unstable. Zara grabbed the stabilizer. Do it. Talia administered a shock. Rakuru jerked. Then another. Then another. The heartbeat steadied, slightly. But he was still fading. We are losing him slowly, Talia warned. Not today, Zara said firmly. Not this lion. The truck raced toward the reserve hospital. Every second mattered. The fight for life. Inside the hospital enclosure, the medical team worked non-stop. Hours passed. The swelling slowly reduced. The paralysis weakened. The venom levels dropped. By sunset, Rakuru was breathing more steadily. He might survive, Talia whispered. Zara exhaled in relief. But recovery will be long. I don't care if it takes a month, Zara said. He's worth it. Chapter 10. The Awakening of the King. 2 days later, Rakuru opened his eyes. Weak, confused, but alive. Zara watched from outside the enclosure. The lion lifted his head slightly, recognizing her scent. He gave a soft, low rumble, gratitude. You're welcome, she whispered with a smile. The king had survived the poisonous swarm. Because a rescue team refused to give up. Because bravery fought fear. And because every life, even the fiercest lion, deserves a chance to be saved.